There are all kinds of expensive foods in the world, but few are as pricey as black truffles. These mysterious fungi can sell for more than $60,000 per pound. But why are they so expensive? Hi, and welcome to this channel. Black truffles are an enigmatic fungus that grows underground. They have a long history that dates back centuries. In fact, they were discovered as early as the ancient Greek and Roman times. And it was the Greeks who first gave them their name, which comes from the word to soften. This refers to the way these fungi soften and break down wood over time. Though, unlike their namesake, black truffles don't actually turn soft. Instead, they develop into hard, lumpy growths. Despite this, the name stuck around throughout history. Black truffles have been considered a delicacy, but they never really gained much popularity. That all changed during the 18th century when they began showing up regularly in French cuisine. One of the chefs who worked with them the most was French chef and author Jean-Antoine Marcellin, who is also credited with giving black truffles their signature preparation, being sliced thinly and served raw. He frequently included them in his recipes and even wrote about them extensively in his cookbook. The Art of French Cookery, published in 1739. It was thanks to his efforts and those of other chefs that black truffles gradually made their way into the kitchens of the rich and powerful. Soon enough, they were a regular feature at banquets hosted by the French nobility, and this is when the price started going up. During the French Revolution, the citizens of Paris stormed several royal palaces and made off with the nobles' food, including hundreds of pounds of black truffles. So rare were these fungi at the time that people assumed the revolutionaries had simply conjured them out of thin air. During this period, black truffles were known as the food of the gods, and because of their high price, only the richest people could afford to eat them. Black truffles continued to be popular throughout the following centuries, appearing in dishes prepared for Napoleon Bonaparte and King Louis XIV, among others. Even today, black truffles remain one of the most expensive foods in the world. Wild black truffles can sell for up to $60,000 per pound, while cultivated ones are still pricey at $1,200 per pound. At those prices, you might think that black truffles are made of pure gold or some other precious material, but they're actually just a type of fungus. So what makes them so special? The answer is both simple and complex. On the one hand, black truffles are prized for their unique flavor and aroma. They have a strong, pungent smell that some have compared to dirty socks, but many others describe as earthy, musky, and woody. Their taste is equally distinctive, with some saying they remind them of dark chocolate or coffee. Others say they taste like a combination of Parmesan cheese and a fine red wine. Ultimately, though, there is no one flavor that can describe the unique experience of eating a black truffle. It's an acquired taste that not everyone will love, but those who do are willing to pay a premium to enjoy it again and again. But the price of black truffles has less to do with their taste than with how difficult they are to harvest. Black truffles grow underground, and because they're so close to the ground, they're very vulnerable to damage from farming equipment. As a result, farmers have to harvest them by hand, which is expensive. Also, black truffles only grow in certain parts of the world, including France, Italy, Spain, Australia, and New Zealand. This means that the supply of black truffles is limited, and because demand is high, prices stay elevated. Another factor that makes black truffles so expensive is the fact that they must be harvested at the peak of their maturity. Otherwise, they spoil quickly. This adds another layer of difficulty to the harvesting process, and it also means that farmers must often work long hours to get the job done right. Finally, black truffles are highly perishable. Once they're harvested, they can only be stored for a few days before they start to go bad. This means that farmers have to sell them as soon as possible, and it also means that restaurants have to pay a premium to get their hands on these fungi. In recent years, scientists have tried to create a synthetic version of black truffle. However, none of the attempts have been successful. This is because the exact chemical composition of black truffles is unknown. If scientists ever discover what it is, though, they may be able to produce an artificial version that doesn't cost so much money. So those are the reasons why black truffles are so expensive. It's a combination of factors, including their unique flavor, the difficulty of harvesting them, and their high perishability. While these factors may keep the price of black truffles high for the foreseeable future, it's possible that someday they could become more affordable. Time will tell if that happens. But in the meantime, we can continue to enjoy their unique flavor, knowing that we're getting a truly special treat. What about white truffles? White truffles are also very expensive, but they're not quite as pricey as black truffles. A pound of white truffles can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. Like black truffles, white truffles are prized for their unique flavor. They have a milder, more delicate taste than black truffles, but they're just as aromatic. White truffles are also more difficult to harvest than black truffles, which contributes to their high price. Unlike black truffles, which grow close to the surface of the ground, white truffles grow deeper down, making them harder to find. Once farmers have located a white truffle, they have to carefully dig around it to free it from the surrounding soil. This process takes time and skill, and it's one of the reasons why white truffles are so expensive. White truffles are also highly perishable, which means that farmers have to sell them as soon as possible after harvesting. This further contributes to their high price. Despite their high cost, white truffles are a delicacy that many people around the world enjoy. Their unique flavor and aroma make them a prized ingredient in many gourmet dishes. Whether you prefer black or white truffles, there's no denying that these fungi are truly special. Their unique growth habits, flavor profiles, and perishability make them a challenge to harvest and prepare, but also what makes them so delicious. Despite their high cost, black and white truffles are definitely worth trying if you get the chance. You may not encounter them very often, but when you do, you'll know you're in for a treat. If you want to learn more about black truffles or other expensive foods, please stay tuned. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave us a like. Thanks for watching.